Hi, Mike here. One of the questions that I ask attendees when I deliver formulas and functions in Excel training is, who has come across div 0 in their spreadsheets? If they have, and let's be honest, who hasn't, how do they deal with it? Most people either leave them as they are, but to me that looks messy. You certainly wouldn't want to present this worksheet in a team meeting, or they manually overtype them, which, depending on how many you've got, can take time, and there's always the risk that you miss some. Unfortunately, you can't use find and replace, as div 0 isn't recognised in the replace dialog box. So in this video, I'm going to explain what a div 0 error is and the best way to fix it. If you want to follow along, you can download a copy of the demo file from the link in the description below. As you can see, this spreadsheet contains a bunch of div 0 errors. I appreciate that many people watching this video don't work in the world of sales, and therefore a demo that uses profit margins as the example may be meaningless or difficult to understand. But as always, you need to extract principle from the demo. In essence, the formulas include some division calculations, and it's that that's partly to blame for the div 0s. Div 0 occurs when you have a formula and the formula tries to divide by 0. Dividing by 0 is a mathematical impossibility. Try it on a calculator, you'll get an error. So I'm using this sales example, but there are many other scenarios where you have to use a division formula which results in div 0. So why have these div 0s occurred in this spreadsheet? Well, let's take Neapolitan. We have a blank cell for the revenue. The revenue figure obviously hasn't been submitted to the sales manager for inputting into the spreadsheet, and a blank cell is treated as 0. 5,000 divided by 0, you can't do it. Mango ice cream looks like we didn't have any sales in Q1. Tiramisu, not sure what's going on there. Either we've not been given the revenue figure, or we made £5,000 worth of ice cream and we couldn't sell it. The reason that Q3 and Q4 have div 0s is because those quarters have not yet taken place. For the purpose of the demo, let's pretend it's the end of Q2. The formulas in L include a division, and the division references column J, which contains blank cells. Similar with the formulas in column P, which reference column N. So, hopefully now you understand what causes div 0. But the question is, how do you stop them appearing? The answer to that question is we use the IFERROR function. IFERROR allows you to replace a div 0 with something else. Anything you choose. It could be a 0, it could be a blank cell, it could be some text. I'll show you all three options. Now, I know that most of the formulas in column D and column H are okay, but we might be using this file as a template for each year. And next year, it might be vanilla and salted caramel that have the div 0 problem. So what I'll do is I'll edit the formula in D3 and copy it down column D. And then I'll do the same for columns H, L and P. So if I go up to D3 and I edit the formula, I'm going to wrap the existing formula inside an if error. So I'll click just after the equals sign and type if error, open brackets. The if error function has two parameters. The first parameter Microsoft calls the value, but it's actually the formula that may or may not cause the div 0. And that's the formula that we've already got in there, which we know is correct. So I'll just leave that as it is. I'll then put a comma. And then the second parameter is what I want to see in the cells if that formula results in a div 0. And for the first example, I'll put a 0. Close the brackets and enter. And then copy it down. And you can see now that where we had a div 0, we now have a 0. To copy those formulas across to columns H, L and P, I will select them, click copy, go up to H3, and in the paste drop down, I'll select formulas and number formatting. If I just did a paste, it would copy the color of the background of the cell over to column H. Now this is Excel for the Mac. Excel for Windows is almost identical, except the options for formula and number formatting is on the drop down underneath the paste button, not to the right of the paste button. So that's copied those, and then paste again, and paste again. Now, what if I decided I'd rather have the words no revenue? Well, I'll just go back to the first formula, and instead of the 0, I'll type no revenue. But no revenue, because it's text, has to be in double quotes. So enter that, copy that down, and then copy all the formulas across. But now looking at the spreadsheet, I don't like the fact it says no revenue, particularly in quarter 3 and quarter 4. Of course, if I went and I entered in a revenue figure and I entered in a cost of goods sold figure, then it does automatically update the figures that we've got in column L and column P. But I'd rather have blank cells where we've currently got no revenue, where we would have had div 0. So to do that, and I'll do that on D3, what we do is we just put double quote as that parameter in the if error function. So we're saying that if that formula results in an error, and the error in this case is div 0, then leave that cell blank. And again, copy the formula down, and then copy those formulas. And to me, that looks much better. We've got blanks in column D, and we would have blanks in column H if there were any div 0s. And to me, that looks okay. But particularly quarter 3 and quarter 4, where we have no revenue, we have no cost of goods sold, there is nothing there to distract us by looking at the profit margin. It's a totally blank cells. Well, I hope you found the video useful. If you did, please give it a like. And if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'll catch you in the next video, but until then, have an excellent day.